My name is Lauren Clark, and today we will be moving through a beginner intermediate level class that will help you to tune in and move from your core. We'll start by laying on our backs. Feet planted firmly, a little wider than hips distance, knees point up towards the sky. Hands can come to wherever you feel connected to yourself. Maybe that's your belly, or one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart, whatever feels right to you. Knees can knock in towards each other, coming into constructive rest. And we'll start to just tune into our breath here, feeling the rise and fall, not yet manipulating it in any way. Now, gently start to exaggerate the movements of your belly. So breathe in deeply into the belly, feeling the belly button rise up towards the ceiling. And exhale to draw the belly button down towards the earth. Inhale to rise. Exhale, drawing down towards the spine, towards the earth. Now bring your feet to hips distance and send the knees straight up towards the sky. Bring your middle finger and index finger to your hip bones and your thumbs to your low ribs. We're going to play with some, what I call setting the canister. So it's a positioning of the core of our center to better move through transitions. So we'll start by inhaling. And exhale to tilt the pubic bone, tuck it towards you, lengthening the tailbone and pressing the low back into the earth. Hold that position, draw the navel down towards the spine, and soften the low ribs so that they move towards your pelvis. Here, you'll notice, so inhale to release all of that. You'll notice as you tuck the pubic bone, navel draws down and low ribs soften. Your fingers and your thumbs will come in towards each other. That's the movement that we want there. That will be the setting of the canister. And so relax if you aren't already. On your exhale, set your canister, pubic bone tucks, belly button draws down, low ribs soften. Feel your mid to low back pressing into the earth. You can press down through the heels a little bit too. That might help with that engagement. Breathe with that positioning. And release. This time, when we set our canister, we're going to make a noise. And it's quite helpful, the noise. It's shoo. So inhale. Exhale, shoo. Set your canister. Feel your core turn on, even in this more relaxed position on our backs. Anytime you notice that you lose that connection, shoo, bring it back. That's totally okay. We want to just keep coming back. So one last time, release your core positioning. Press down through the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Shoo, set your canister. Ground down through the left heel. Extend the right foot out and away from you. Press firmly out through the foot. Shoo, what happened to your canister? You'll notice as we move through this class that it can be quite easy to lose that positioning as we focus on the movements. So we're going to keep it slow and keep connected to that core, that deeper place. Only lower your right foot down as far as you can while keeping your canister set, feeling your low back pressing into the earth. Now, option to stay here with the left leg bent or extend the left leg up towards the sky. What happened to your canister? Bring it back in. Breathe. It's okay if you're shaking. See if you can lower the right foot down a little bit more. Beautiful. One more breath. Exhale, release the feet back down onto the earth. We'll move to the other side. So we'll start by setting our canister. Beautiful. Extend the left leg out and away from you, pressing out through the heel. Press the low back into the earth. Stay here. See if you can lower the left foot down a little bit more. And option 2, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Press firmly out through both heels. Draw it in. Hands can be at your side too, as well, if that provides a little bit more stability. Let yourself shake. That's the work of the core, of connecting. Last breath, and release the feet down onto the earth. We'll make our way into tabletop position, so rolling up and turning over. Shoulders stacking over wrists, hips over knees. We'll move through a few cat-cows, inhaling for cow, dropping the belly down, gaze lifts, tailbone points up towards the sky. Exhale, pressing down into the earth, sending the back of the heart up towards the sky. Crown of head rolls down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. A few more at your own pace. Now come to neutral. See if you can find your canister here. So ground down through both hands, and it's a little bit different of a sensation here. We'll lengthen the tailbone away from us. Pubic bone tucks, navel draws up and in towards the spine, and low ribs still kind of pull towards the back and towards the pelvis. You can use your fingers on your hip bones and your low ribs if that helps. Setting it here, keeping that position. Extend the right leg out to the side, planting the sole of the foot. Toes point towards the front of the mat. I'm going to turn here so that you can see. We're coming into gate pose. Bringing it back in. Inhale. Exhale, holding the position of the core. And moving from that center, rise up on your inhale. Bring your arms parallel to the mat. Fingertips pointing in either direction. Shoulders stacking over hips. Find it again. Moving, feeling that connection. Slowly lower the left fingertips down onto the mat. Right arm reaches alongside the right ear. Imagining one long line from the right fingertips out through the right toes. Press the hips forward. Keep drawing the belly button in. On your inhale, really moving with intention and connectedness, rise back up, shoulders over hips. Exhale, right fingertips down onto the right leg. Left arm reaches over towards the right. Nice side body stretch here. Breathe. And inhale, tuning in, rise up. Exhale, left fingertips over, right arm reaches long. Inhale to rise up, stay connected, feel your core lifting you up and over to the right. Last time, moving slowly with connection over to the left. This time, reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. You can plant your left hand down onto the earth. Start to transfer the weight into the left hand and left knee and lift the right foot off the mat. Bring it in and press the hips forward. Breathing here. Feeling the strength of your core, helping with the stability. Lower your foot down, come back to tabletop position, and we'll move to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, set your canister, extend your left leg out to the left. Plant the sole of the foot. Toes point towards the front of the mat. Inhale, moving from your center, rise up, gate pose, arms parallel to the earth. Keeping that connection. Inhale. And exhale to rise. Lower your right fingertips down onto the earth. Left hand reaches alongside the left ear. One long line from the left fingertips through the left foot. Keep it tucking in. And press the hips forward, feeling a stretch through that, especially that left front hip. Breathe. Inhale to rise back up to center. Moving from your center, move over towards the left. Left hand comes down to the left thigh, right arm reaches over. Feeling a nice stretch along the right side body. Inhale, shoulders over hips. Exhale, moving fluidly with stability from the core over towards the right. Inhale to rise. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale to rise. Exhale, plant the right palm. Left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Transfer the weight into the right hand and right knee. Set your canister. Press the hip forward and lift the left leg off the mat. Gaze can be down at the mat or some step point on the earth that can help with your balance, or you can start to lift it if you'd like to challenge your balance a little bit here. Keep that connection to your center. One last breath. Exhale to lower the foot, coming back to tabletop. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. This is your first downward dog of the day. Let's walk it out a little bit, bending into one knee and then the other. And then coming to stillness. One big breath here. And on your inhale, rise onto the tippy toes, bend the knees, send the gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms reach up overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, arms at your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Ground down firmly through all four corners of the feet. Keep a slight bend in your knees. And set your canister here. Tailbone lengthens down, pubic bone tucks, belly button draws in, low ribs soften. Allow your shoulders to relax away from your ears and reach tall through the crown of the head, tucking the chin slightly to find length in the back of the neck. Holding that core engagement, inhale to rise up onto the tippy toes, arms reach up overhead. If you lost that connection along the way, that's okay, bring it back. Hold it there, hold that engagement. And exhale to lower onto the heels, bend the knees, send the hips back, chair pose. The tendency in chair is to pop the booty out. We want to bring it in. Sometimes all the awareness in the world won't keep us connected to our core as we move. But it's a practice. Inhale, moving from our center, rise up onto the tippy toes, fingertips reach up. Set your canister. Exhale, lowering chair pose. Bring it in. Inhale to rise, last time. See if you can stay connected from that to that deeper place. Exhale, lower chair pose. If I'm saying or set your canister, it's probably because I need the reminder myself. Exhale, lower the hands down onto the earth, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath here. And inhale, right foot rises up, toes point down towards the earth. Exhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest and place the foot between the palms, using your right hand to get your foot there as needed. Rotate the left foot to 90 degrees, planting the sole of the foot. Ground down through both feet, magnetize them towards one another. Belly button draws in and up, and moving from your core, rise up, warrior two, shoulders stacking over hips. Our tendency here is to lean forward, to be reaching. We want to bring it back, really feeling the alignment from the crown of the head down through the tailbone. And set your canister here. Feel your strength in this pose. Connectedness to something deeper within you. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky, straightening out through the right leg. Exhale, left fingertips come down to the left thigh, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Keep the tailbone lengthening down, hips pressing towards the left side of your mat. Belly button draws in. Breathing here, keeping length in both side bodies, not crunching into the left so much. Keep a slight bend in both knees. Inhale, arms parallel to the earth, keeping a slight bend in the front leg. Reach forward with the right fingertips and lower the right hand somewhere onto the left shin. It can come to your ankle, your mat, or a block. A block can be very helpful here. Wherever you are, only keep a light engagement of the hand to wherever you're connecting to. We want to keep as much core engagement as we can so that we could potentially lift the hand off of wherever it's connecting. Left hands reach up. Press firmly through both feet, especially to the outer edge of the back foot. Lengthen the pubic bone or the tailbone down and away from you. Inhale, rise back up, bend into the front knee, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down, slide the right foot back to meet the left, plank pose. Find your canister. Breathe here. And lower all the way down onto your mat. Untuck your toes. Peel your head, shoulders, and chest off the mat, cobra. Release. Tuck the toes, press up and back, downward facing dog. And we'll move to the other side here. Inhaling, left leg up towards the sky, toes point down towards the earth. Exhale, knee draws into your chest, place the foot between your palms, using your left hand to get there as needed. Rotate the right foot to 90 degrees, planting the sole of the foot. Ground down through both feet, magnetize them towards one another, feeling a lifting up up towards the sky. Belly button draws in. Inhale to rise up, warrior two. You can always adjust your feet as needed. If you're reaching forward, bring it back in, shoulders over hips. It's funnier finding your canister here than it is in a closed hip or neutral hip position. So if you're finding it a little difficult, that's okay. That's normal. But see what you can do. See if you can draw the belly button in, gently tuck the pubic bone, even if you have to come out of that front knee a little bit. You might notice it's easier to find your canister that way. Wherever you are, take a few breaths. What's important is not so much that we get into the deepest form of each posture, but that we stay connected to ourselves. Inhale, straighten out through the front leg, reach the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, left palm comes somewhere onto the left thigh. Right palm comes onto the right thigh. Reach the left fingertips up. Lengthen both side bodies. Keep a slight bend in both knees. Press down firmly through both feet, especially the outer edge of your right foot. Belly button draws in here, pressing the hips forward just slightly. Back to center, arms parallel to the earth. And inhale to reach the left fingertips forward. Lower them down somewhere onto your shin, your ankle, a block, or the mat. Keep your core engaged so that you could lift your left fingertips out from where they are resting. Let's try it again. Lift the fingertips so you know your core. You're connected to it. It's turned on. It's there. It's hard, but it's there. Inhale, rising back up, bend into the front knee, warrior two, shoulders over hips. Exhale to windmill the arms down. Slide the left foot back to meet your right. Set your canister. Lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale for cobra. And release. Tuck the toes, press up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath here into the belly and release. Inhale, rising onto the toes, bending the knees, sending the gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up all the way to center. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, arms at your side, Tadasana. Set your canister. Take a breath here, feeling that engagement in a more neutral position. Inhale, arms rise up overhead, rise up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, moving with integrity from your core, lower down, chair pose. Lower the hands down onto the earth, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, knee draws in, place the foot between the palms. If you have a block, it could be helpful for this next series here. So grab that if you'd like. Magnetize the feet towards one another. Turn the left foot to 90 degrees, playing the sole. Navel draws in. Inhale to rise up. Warrior two. Shoulders stacking over hips. Finding that connection. Keeping as much awareness as you can in your center, we'll start to reach forward with the right hand. Place it about 6 to 8 inches in front of your right foot and a few inches out to the side. So maybe the top right corner of your mat. Start to transfer your weight into your right hand and right foot as you lift the left foot off the mat. Left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Left leg comes parallel to the earth. Bring it in. Let your core help with your stability. Move back a little bit here. Finding it again. Opening the hips, stacking the left hip over the right. Breathe. Try and keep a slight bend in the standing leg. Now lower the left foot back down onto the earth. Arms come parallel to the mat. Warrior two. Inhale. And exhale, windmill the arms down. Slide the right foot back to meet your left. Set your canister, lower down onto the earth. Untuck the toes, cobra. And lower, press up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath here. And inhale, left leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, knee draws in, place the foot between your palms. Rotate your right foot to 90 degrees. Magnetize the feet, ground firmly. Belly button draws in. Rise up from your center, warrior two. Feel your strength. Set your canister as we move forward, lowering the left fingertips down onto the earth around the top left corner of your mat. Start to transfer the weight into your left hand and left foot, lifting the right foot off the mat, bringing the leg parallel to the mat. Right fingertips reach up. Right hip stacks over the left. Finding it again. Like pressing firmly out through the right heel. Reach long through the crown of the head. Gaze is down at the mat to help with your balance. Or if you'd like to challenge your balance a little bit here, try lifting the gaze. Keep a slight bend in the standing leg. And breathe. We don't want to be holding our breath. Last breath. If you lost your canister, and lower the right foot down onto the mat, windmill the arms up, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms down, slide the left foot back to meet your right plank pose, last plank pose of the day. Set your canister. Take a few breaths here. Breathing, feeling the engagement. And lower all the way down onto your mat. Untuck your toes. And place your elbows underneath your shoulders. Palms face down on the mat. Coming into Sphinx pose. This can be a very lazy Sphinx pose. If you would like to just shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, maybe extend your legs back, lifting the right foot and reaching it back, and then the left. Letting the belly and the front body just relax down towards the earth. Our cores did a lot of work today for us. They really helped us through these transitions. So it's good to give them a break, to find some softening in all of that engagement. Now come off of your elbows and we'll make our way onto our back bodies. So just roll over, or however you need to get there is okay. Hug your knees in towards your chest and lace your fingertips around your knees. Rocking back and forth just a little bit, massaging the low back. Now extend the left leg out and away from you, placing it on the earth. Fingertips clasp around the right knee, hugging it in. Keeping your left hand on your knee, place your right arm on the earth, either in a cactus or a T. And then gently draw the right knee over towards the left, keeping the right shoulder down on the earth. It's okay if the right knee doesn't come all the way down. If it's uncomfortable to have your knee floating here, placing a block, a pillow, some blankets under can provide some extra support. Breathe deep into your belly here. With each exhale, feel your body relax a little bit more. You're just wringing out the core. Inhale back to center, hug the right knee in. And then extend the right leg out and switch, bringing the left knee in towards the chest, clasping around the hands around the knee. Hug the left knee in, and then release the left hand, bring it to a cactus or a T on the ground. And gently draw the left knee over towards the right. Left shoulder stays down on the earth. It's okay if the left knee floats. Place a prop under your knee if you'd like more support. Continuing to soften with each exhale. And back to center. Hug both knees in. Wrap the fingers or the hands or arms around your knees. And hug everything in, tightening every muscle, bringing the head in towards the knees. Hug it in. And exhale, release. Legs come down onto the earth. Bring your heels about the distance of the mat and let the toes fall out to the side. Arms can be just down at your side. Palms facing up or down if you'd like a little bit more grounding. And just simply tune back into your breath here in Shavasana. Allow your breath to relax any pockets of tension, maybe the space between your eyebrows, your jaw, your shoulders, your belly, any tension in your arms or legs. Let it go. Start to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Bringing awareness back to your breath. Thanking yourself for giving this time to get on your mat, for taking this time to get on your mat. For maybe laughing at yourself a little bit when you realized you lost that connection to self. We don't have to take it so seriously. The beauty of it is coming back. Hug the knees in towards the chest, gently rocking up and down along the spine. Make your way into a seated position. Bring your hands somewhere where you feel connected to self. We'll take one collective breath together to end the class. So exhaling fully out through the mouth. Inhaling together through the nose. Exhale on a sigh. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day.